whispers on the wind, something's about to evolve. I'll just keep on hitting things, what problems can't that solve? 25 full years of questing, no banks or graves to delve. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2012. Welcome back to November 28th, 2012. After some time traveling situations, we are here for the next quest, which is not the next quest, but it is the next quest. 2012 Rune Memories. Partially replaced Rune Mysteries, but also Rune Mysteries replaced Rune Mysteries, etc., etc. Go talk to Ariane some more. Here, near the Wizard's Tower. And by near I mean beneath, in the ruins. Voice acted, music, sound effects, everything's on, ready to go. Required items, free inventory spaces. We got plenty of those right now, which is great. Length long, no combat. Doable. Very doable. And this will also actually finish all the quests up until where we are here in 2012. So that's nice. Ignore that. Anyways, let us use our evolution of combat ability to surge out of the tower. One of the main benefits we're getting here. Go fast. Don't have multiple surges or faster surges or diving around or anything, but we got surge. That's something. Let's head down into the tower here. All the way down. Back into here. Been a little bit since we've been in here, since that was past me that did that, but it's fine. All the way down here. And then all the way down here. And then all the way down here. It's a process, for sure. Alright. Let us go see Ariane. We got some vortexes and the old tower basement here. Very cool.
I think I'm close to finding out what happened here. I could use your help again if you're interested.
Of course. What do you need help with?
I want to cast a spell on the source of the power beam. I think it'll tell me who removed the enchantment and released the vortices into the tower. I don't know exactly what'll happen though, so I'd like you here in case things go wrong.
Okay. Tell me about this spell you're going to cast.
It's a divination spell that reveals basic information about ongoing magical effects. Elrond taught it to me when I first joined the tower. I've barely used it since training, but it occurred to me that it might tell me who removed the enchantment from the power beam. It's not normally used on effects this powerful though, which is why I'd like you here.
Okay. I'd be happy to help. I'd also be happy to accept the quest.
Okay, let's see. Avak Disthene Cal Mentor.
Magic.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I must have miscast the spell. I can't seem to move. I think I'm stuck in the power beam.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm not hurt. And I don't think I'm in immediate danger. I just can't move.
How can I get you
I
out?
think I'll be released if you can disrupt the source of the power beam. Actually, I've already got an idea about how you could do that. If we were to recreate the ritual that created the power beam, that would disrupt it and release me.
Are you sure that would work? The spell you tried to use here didn't work.
No. It's worth a try though, isn't it? If it doesn't work, we can try something else.
Maybe I should go get help?
I'd rather you didn't. No one's meant to know we're down here, remember?
Not true.
If my idea doesn't work, or if we end up in real danger, you could go and tell Wizard Elrond, but there's no call for that yet.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Take these runes.
And gives you a fire rune and an air rune. guess the question is, how stuck in the power beam is she if she's given us runes? Yeah. Can't get out of the beam, at least.
Use the fire rune on a red vortex and the air rune on a grey one. If I'm right, you'll see something happen.
Huh. We got vortexes. We got runes. And they're prepared. Siphon it in. Now it's glowing. How fancy. Siphon. There you go.
It worked. I thought so. It's just a matter of picking the right rune type. You're holding soul fragments of 2 of the wizards who lived in the old tower. My idea is that if you put these in places in the tower where these wizards once were, you can trigger memories of what happened. You should start by using them on the chairs in the library.
Okay. How can runes contain soul fragments?
Runes are pieces of rune essence that have been imbued with magical energy. Different types of rune, different types of energy. That's the fundamental principle on which tower-style magic is based. By manipulating runes, we're combining the different types of energy to create magical effects. The old wizards would have used the same type of energy to create the power beam. Something went wrong, and the energy ended up imprinted with fragments of their souls. So, if magical energy is stored in runes, and the soul fragments are made of magical energy, I reasoned that the soul fragments could be stored in runes. Once I'd figured that out, it was just a case of preparing the runes to store some more energy, and finding the right type of rune for each soul fragment.
Could also potentially, if it wasn't necessary to have all the different rune types here, store the energy in actual pure essence connection, but, you know, good enough. That'll work. And I have to figure out information to get her out of the beam. And we'll see which chairs are there. That'll be fine. Okay. Let's go use these in the library. There's all these other vortexes here. We'll get to that, I'm sure. You already know. Library flag. Library. Chairs. They have colors. We have colors. We have chairs. Use them. And an uncolored table. Perfect.
What Zanmaron got you working on now?
Enemies of the Order must taste the flames of our wrath.
I thought your order perfected attack spells decades ago. Isn't Surge the theoretical maximum?
It's not about power. I'm looking at ways to make the spells bypass defenses.
Can't be done. Ozakan proved you've got to have line of effect.
I know. It's one of Zanmaron's impossible problems. I meant to try to solve it, to learn why it can't be solved. That's what I can't work out. I can't see what's wrong with my solution.
Let me see.
May?
You're bypassing line of effect by angling the spell through a secondary plane using runes of law. I mean, it's not a complete solution, but the principle is... Do you know what you've got here?
What do you mean?
I think you might have solved the teleportation problem.
That's not funny, May.
I'm serious! We should show this to Azris. She's spent years trying to crack the problem. She's written volumes on why it can't be done. If this is an elementary mistake, she'll have seen it before.
And... what if it's not an elementary mistake?
Then she'll take it to the council, and you, my friend, will have a major school of magic named after you.
The runes return to your inventory as memory finishes. Calivan the Red, May the Grey, Wizards of the Old Tower. And we spent that entire thing just staring at the wall over here. Not even paying attention. Very interesting, though. The teleportation problem. We've done quite a few teleports in our days. It's all connected. It's all connected. And...
Did it work? Have you managed to trigger a memory?
They're crazy here in the power beam here too. Wow. I saw them talking about the teleportation problem.
Amazing. I wish I could have seen it. That could have been the start of the breakthrough that led them to creating the power beam. I think we're on the right track.
What was the teleportation problem?
Most of the spells in the standard spellbook date back to the old tower. Combat spells were mostly created by red wizards, enchantment spells by blue wizards, and so forth. The only major exception are the teleport spells. The old wizards knew teleportation was possible, but they didn't learn how to create new spells until the last days of the old tower. Solving the teleportation problem changed everything. It let the wizards create the Lodestone network, and the rune essence teleport spell meant the tower didn't have to rely on a delicate land route to get runes. I've prepared runes to hold the other 6 soul fragments. You'll need to use each rune on a vortex of the appropriate color.
Here, I give you some more prepared runes. A lot of them. Alright. Lore explanations for the Lodestone network. The rune essence teleport. Possibly older teleports existed. Maybe not. Like the regular town teleports. Being able to make new teleport spells is definitely something, though. That could be helpful. Siphon up the rest of these soul fragments. Look at all of these different runes we got. My goodness. We got the basic elementals, and then fancier ones too. Red, white, blue, and green. There you go.
That's all of them. You should be able to use those runes to trigger the rest of the memories. The leaders of the 4 orders use the shrine room to hold meetings. That's the room upstairs with the statues representing the 4 orders. If you use the runes containing the soul fragments of the 4 masters in front of the statues of their orders, I think you should be able to trigger a memory.
Okay. I'll do that. The 4 fancier runes for the masters. The basic runes for the apprentice. You could say, in theory, the other way. The more elemental perfection of the elements and everything. Mastering everything specifically. We've already established that the apprentices were the smaller ones, so that's fine. Where's it? On the statue near the floor. There you go. That is the red statue. You can tell because of the Zamorak symbol. Also, when you know what's going on. Saradomin, the blue one. Guthix, the green one. And other.
Zanmaron, may knowledge guide you. Do you know what this is about?
Temrin the Grey.
Strength through chaos, honored friend. I have no idea. I suppose you were in the middle of something.
There's Zanmaron the Red. They've got all their little catchphrases here. Strength through chaos, etc., etc.
My history of Gillinor. I have almost reached the dawn of the Second Age.
Ah, when my Lord Zamorak enters the scene, when may the rest of us read this masterwork?
When it's ready, my impatient friend, you know that.
He says he's just getting to the dawn of the Second Age. That means it's all been the First Age so far? How much is he writing about the First Age?
Strength through wisdom, gentlemen. Do either of you know what this is about?
We have the blue. The Saradominist. Strength through wisdom, etc., etc.
We have no idea. I suspect Azris is keeping us waiting in order to inject some drama into her announcement.
She has an announcement.
That's what I'm guessing. Ah! Here she comes.
Balance is power, my fellow wizards. I'm sure you're wondering why I've gathered you here.
Honestly, my dear, it hadn't occurred to us to ask.
Since Guthix guided my order's founder to the Rune Essence Cave, the tower has struggled with the problem of transportation. For every rune we make, we must bring essence here from the mine. Through icy wilderness and across pirate-infested seas. Wizards of all our orders have lost their lives bringing the runes the tower needs.
You would think the wizards would be able to deal with that easier.
We have long known that teleportation is possible, but have failed to invent a new spell that could connect the tower to the rune essence. My fellow wizards, this document contains the theoretical framework that will allow us to create new teleport spells.
We're actually watching
Azris,
this time.
This is amazing. If this is true...
Temlin, would it work?
Yes, I believe it would. It solves both the distance and line of effect problems by routing the movement through a second plane. Of course, we'll need to find an appropriate plane to use.
All I have is the seed. I will need each of your help in developing it into a ritual. No one of our orders can do this alone.
Even so, what you've shown us here is a major breakthrough that deserves recognition. Whose work is this?
It is my own.
Dun, dun, dun.
After a lifetime of searching, Gothic saw fit to grant me the necessary inspiration.
You are too modest, Azris. The gods may inspire us, but the work is our own.
Indeed, and there is more work to be done. We should all study this properly, and then reconvene. I will be in my study with my apprentice. Strength through chaos, my fellow wizards.
The runes return to your inventory as memory finishes. Azris, Azris, Azris. Taking Caliban's work. Tisk tisk. A lifetime of searching. And just get upstaged by some random apprentice then. It's not like there's too many wizards here, it doesn't seem. We got the masters and the apprentices. Or we just have their memory fragments. So that's all we have to work with. It's a very big tower. There could definitely be more wizards here.
Did you succeed in triggering another memory in the shrine room?
Yes, I did. The Green Master stole the Red Apprentice's idea.
What? That can't be right. Surely the wizards of the old tower were above such pettiness.
Yeah. Sounds like you idolize the old wizards.
I suppose I must have done. I was barely more than a child when I joined the tower, and Wizard Eleron told me about its history. I used to daydream about the old tower, wizards of all faiths working together.
Didn't work out, did it? Followers of different gods never work together. They've all got their different catchphrases. They're all very much
Do you really think that?
there.
The gods fought one another in the God Wars, but they're gone from the world now. I thought the followers they left behind could put aside their differences. And it did work. For a time. The first tower stood for 70 years, and its wizards invented most of the spells we use today.
What now?
After the meeting in the shrine room, the masters would have gone to their studies to talk to their apprentices. Can you try to trigger another memory there?
Okay. What other questions can we ask? What are the 4 orders? Got the beam. Soul, more fragments. Yeah, I already have all that. Okay. To the studies. What's all this area down here for? Other rituals and stuff, probably? I don't know. In the studies area, we got some rubble all over the place. Crates and rooms. What do we got? What do we got? Chairs in red. Chairs and chairs and crates. I know what we're looking for. Trigger another memory.
Strength through chaos, Master. You wanted to see me.
Chaos.
Caravan, whose apprentice are you? And to which order do you belong?
Master, I am your apprentice, and I belong to the Order of the Red Wizards of Zamorak.
Then why did you take your idea to Azris of the Green Order, rather than coming to me?
I thought, May and I thought, that since Azris was the expert on teleportation research...
May and you? So both the Green and the Grey Orders saw your idea before I did?
I'm sorry, Master. But it came to nothing anyway. Azris said the idea was a blind alley.
Earlier today, Azris presented your idea to the Council as her own work.
What?
When I looked into it after the meeting, I saw your handiwork in there, and traces of the problem that I sent you. You have a brilliant and chaotic mind, Calavan the Red. Azris has worked on the same problem for so long that her mind has turned to stone, and her apprentice hasn't had an original thought in his life.
They stole my idea.
No, Calavan. They took your idea. They took it when you handed it to them. How many times have I told you that we do not trust the other orders? This tower became great precisely because the four orders are in conflict with one another. We of all the orders should remember that.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do about Azris taking your idea? Nothing. You missed your chance to have your name attached to this. I hope it hangs over your head for the rest of your career, spurring you on to greatness. Perhaps then, Zamorak will make something of you. What I'm going to do is complete your work. Your solution requires a second plane of existence for the travel to pass through. I mean to find such a plane. If I can do that, then the Red Wizards will take some credit for the ritual, even if, thanks to you, it is not the full credit we deserve. Go, now. Think about how you can redeem yourself in Zamorak's eyes. I need privacy for my meditation.
Yes, Master.
Meditation, he says.
Azakorax, keeper of the key to the abyss, hear me. By the staff of Armadil, on which Zamorak impaled the Empty Lord, I charge you to appear.
Who calls me from the infernal vestibule?
A lesser demon. Return to inventory. There you go. So yeah, a lot of bickering and rivalry and competition. Trying to get credit for things and just all that. A bit of competition and all that works for a little bit, but then out of hand.
Have you managed to trigger a memory in one of the studies?
The Red Master summoned a demon.
A demon? I knew that some of the Red Wizards were demonologists, but I had no idea there was a demon involved in the spell that created the power beam.
He said it was the keeper of the key to the abyss.
Of course. That makes a lot of sense. Teleport spells need to move the Traveler through a second plane of existence in order to bypass obstacles. The teleport spells in the standard spellbook use a plane called the Abyss. It's dangerous and chaotic, but that's not normally a problem because you're only there for a split second. The old wizard's ritual created a link to the Abyss which teleport spells could then use. That's what the power beam is. All our teleport spells use the power beam as an anchor. Something modern-day wizards have never understood, though, is how the connection to the Abyss was made in the first place. That must be what the Red Master wanted from the demon. The key to the Abyss would have been the last thing they needed to create the power beam.
Didn't you talk to a demon?
People are never going to drop that, are they?
Nope.
Yes, I talked to the cage demon in the wizard's tower. Elrond taught me that you can't trust demons, but that doesn't mean you can't ever learn from them. You just need to be careful. The Blue Order of the Old Tower forbade any contact with demons, though. I don't imagine the Blue Master would have been pleased if she found out the Red Master had summoned a demon.
What now?
After he completed the ritual, the Red Master would have needed to distribute it to the other orders. I would guess that he did that by meeting the 4 apprentices in the library. See if you can trigger another memory in the library. I think you'll need all 4 apprentices and the Red Master.
Okay. To the library. One unfortunate thing with Surgeon around, lots of places don't let you. Like here. I like instances and stuff, for the most part. 4 apprentices and the master. On the right chairs. In the library. Green chair. Good to see the other 2 apprentices here. They haven't been in any other memories just so far yet. Calm.
All I'm saying is there have to be limits. There are things mortals can do, but some things should be left to the gods.
Perion the Blue.
And who decides what gets left to the gods, Perion? Your order?
We all have to examine our consciences.
With this power, we could end hunger, end disease, end war, unite the world. My conscience would be fine with that.
And who governs this new world, May? Your order?
Master?
Strength through chaos, fellow wizards. It's good to hear a healthy argument coming from the library.
We were talking about what we could do once we have the Rune Essence teleport spell.
And what we should and shouldn't do.
Then you'll be pleased to know that you will soon be able to act out your moral dilemmas for real.
You've completed the spell, Master.
Indeed, I have completed the ritual that Azris the Green presented to the Council. I have made a copy for each of you to take to your master. The ritual requires 8 participants who must stand in a specific pattern. Please stress to your masters that the ritual must be performed exactly as described. Any deviation could be extremely dangerous. We can commence as soon as we're ready. I'll see you in the spellcasting chamber.
And that's it. The runes return to our inventory, memory finishes. And the green apprentice didn't say anything. Only so many characters here, I suppose. Anyways. 8 participants, 8 soul fragments. Here I am.
So, what did you see?
The wizards were about to start the ritual.
We're nearly there. The ritual would have taken place in this room. All we need to know is where each of the 8 wizards stood.
Explain this ritual to me.
Okay. Moving something with magic is simple. Like when I helped you move the statue of Eritona. It took a lot of runes and effort because of the statue's mass, but it was a simple principle. It's the same when you cast an Earth Strike spell, or whatever. You're making the rock move from you to your enemy. You can't make it move through a solid wall, though. For a teleport spell to be useful, it has to be able to bypass obstacles, and that's what the wizards of the Old Tower had so much trouble working out how to do. That was the teleportation problem. Caliban's breakthrough, the one you saw him make in the first memory, provided a means to travel around an obstacle by briefly entering a different plane of existence. A different universe, if you like. On its own it was useless, because the wizards didn't have access to a second plane that they could travel through. That's what Zanmaron was looking for when he talked to the demon. The ritual would have opened a permanent connection between this plane and the one Zanmaron found. Teleport spells could then use that connection to travel anywhere in the world, including to the Rune Essence.
And the wizards were arguing in the last memory.
I wish I was surprised. I had always hoped... I know this is irrational, but I had always hoped it would turn out to be a purely magical accident that destroyed the old wizard's tower. It's looking more and more like it was destroyed by infighting between the different orders. We won't know for sure until we recreate the ritual, though.
Okay. What now?
All we need to know now is how the wizards were arranged in the ritual. If we could find fragments of the document the wizards wrote the ritual on, we could piece together what we need. You should search the ruins. See if you can find any parts of the ritual document. The pieces are likely to be in the studies in the library.
Okay. Look for pieces of the ritual in the studies in the library. Can't even go on that side because more rubble in the way. Let's go in that direction. Rune store. That's where all the runes are at. Potentially they cleaned out the tower before all the rubble and everything. Searching crates, searching for stuff. This is very full of rubble in here. And fragment of an ancient document. Document fragment, 2 out of 5. We have 5 documents to find. Well, that'll explain the ritual. In theory. Crates. Well-preserved book. Piece of document. There we go. A diary. Alright. Just be looking here. Yep. Nothing. Just gotta make sure you look in all the chests and stuff for things you're looking for. You can also find some documents and stuff in the library. That also makes total sense. Lots of bookcases to check. I think we could maybe just find one whole one, but that's alright. What do we got? Shelves. Here's a piece. We found the one that was here. So it's double shelves or one shelf. Perfect. Nothing. Nothing. Fragment. That's 4. Got a lot of shelves in here. Most of them full of nothing of interest. I mean, there are some books here still. What kind of ancient magical secrets could, in theory, be in some of these books? Could be something. Give us an area. We got 4 pieces and the diary. Let's read the diary. As my task nears completion, the burden of secrecy that I bore so easily for years now wears heavily on me. Soon the tower will be destroyed. Until then, if I must live around these sickening wizards, this diary must become the outlet for my true thoughts. Know that my master would approve of my actions, if I could tell him about them. Everything I do according to the values that he taught me. My only regret is that I cannot reveal my motives to the wizard who will play the key role in my plan. My first matter, I had hoped that my influence could convert her to the side of Zamorak. I see now that her heart will only allow her to be a gray wizard. No matter. The naive curiosity that makes her so clearly a gray wizard will ensure that she plays her part in my plan. Soon, very soon, I'll complete the task that has been passed down from Red Master to Red Apprentice since the founding of the Sacred Order of the Staff of Fire. Enemies of the Order must taste the flames of our wrath. Ah, Zamorakian wizards. Ain't that always something? My goodness. We got fragment 2, 5, 1, and 3. We'll look around. Look at all those chests again. All this upper section we can't get to, so that's alright. These are chests. Yeah. Go find this last bit. Either that, or just make assumptions, but if we're trying to create a super powerful magical effect here, it'd probably be a good idea to have all the information before we just start randomly trying to do things. Could just start randomly putting the runes in. I'm sure that would work. I'm sure it'd be a perfectly good plan. There's only so many options. I found the fragment that was in there. Can't search that crate. There's areas you can not even walk to. Also sometimes a problem. Chairs and tables. Any of these? Anything? In fact, what is in there? This one's got nothing. Any others? Which of these are even a box is another question. Some of them. Some of the things are something. There's a chest. A chest over here. There we go. That could be it. It's a more well-preserved chest, too. That's got a fragment. Alright. There you go. Yeah, fragment 2, 4, 3, 5, and 1. Alright. Let's get back towards the beam, read these, and figure something out. Assuming the fragments that we found actually have all the information for the ritual, which they're going to. Participants in the ritual are to be 8. 1 master and 1 apprentice from each of the 4 orders. No 2 masters may stand next to one another. Neither may 2 apprentices. Neither also may... Any 2 wizards of the same order stand next to one another. Lest power be concentrated in one order's hands. The primary opposition amongst the gods is between Saradomin and Zamorak. Therefore, the masters of these gods' orders must stand opposite one another across the spellcasting circle. The secondary... And we actually are missing a section in here. The secondary opposition is between kind of green and gray, so they're on the other sides. And then the green apprentice stands at the left hand of the gray master and at the right hand of the blue master. Leader of the ritual, that is, the red master, will stand at the southernmost point of the circle. It begins by chanting something. And that is the information that we have available. Red master stands at the southern point, and then continue from there.
You should search the ruins. See if you can find...
I found some documents. Command reads the fragments.
That's it! Using the information in these fragments, you should be able to work out where each of the wizards stood during the ritual. You'll need to read the fragments and work out how the wizards were arranged, then put the runes on the floor of this room to trigger the memory.
Sounds like a plan. Also found this diary.
Surely this can't be real. I thought the wizards of the old tower were noble seekers after the deep truths of the universe. First we learn about their bickering and academic politics, and now this. If this is real, there was a plot to destroy the old tower from the inside.
Yeah, boy. But the diary doesn't look that old. See, it's looking fine.
That's true, but that doesn't prove anything. Any of the old wizards could have enchanted a book against decay.
None of the other books here, though, apparently. Who do you think wrote the diary?
The only wizard who fits is the Red Apprentice Caliban. The wizard he said was unwittingly helping him must have been May.
About the diary.
You need to read the fragments and work out...
Okay. We read the fragments. Etc. Red Master, southernmost point. Chaos, south. Indirect opposition of the Blue Master is gonna be north. There you go. Apprentices. Green Apprentice, left hand of the Gray Master, right hand of the Blue Master. So, Blue Master, right hand of, to the right hand, Green Apprentice. And then, we can't have the Apprentice and the Master next to each other. That means this has to be the Gray Master. And then the Green Master is opposed to them, so it can't be next to any of the other Masters. And then we just have where to put the Apprentices. Red can't be next to red, can't be there or there. Blue could be either, but white cannot be next to there. Gray. Right here. And here.
It worked, thank you. The memory's starting. I want to see this.
All 8 of them.
Where's Zanmaron? It's not like him to be late.
Maybe he's...
What?
Never mind.
Strength through chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Are we prepared?
We are prepared.
Please remember, once the ritual begins, we must all keep our places in the circle. If anyone leaves, there could be disastrous consequences. Senventior Destine Reneset.
Avak, Salakar, Nimporto.
What's that?
Please concentrate, Perian. Saparanti, Morudo, Calmentor.
No, I can see something behind Wizard Zanmaron. It's a demon.
Please, the ritual must be performed exactly as written. Senventior Destine Molenko.
May, can't you see it?
It's safe, Perian. I studied the ritual. It uses demonic power, but it's safe.
You knew? Demonic power is never safe. We have to stop.
I'm sure the demonic influence is minor. The core of the ritual is still Wizard Azris's green magic.
Green magic?
May, it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. I was there when Caliban made his breakthrough. This is his work.
Azris, is this true?
It should have been mine. I've worked all my life on this problem. And then some kid has the idea? It should have been mine.
It doesn't matter whose idea it was. We must complete the ritual.
No, Zanmaron, it does matter. If I had known this entire ritual was based on red magic, I would never have agreed to take part.
It's worth it. With this power, we could build a perfect world, end disease and war.
And you think that justifies this? I cannot take part in this ritual. Come, Perian.
No! If you leave the circle, we can't contain it!
Ah, boy.
The Red Master was hit by the full force of the power beam. No wonder that started a fire that... Wait, it's happening again. Get down!
Oh, lightning blast. Where's return to your inventory? It's memory finishes. And... Ariane? You right? Ariane seems to be in some kind of magical coma. Okay. Well, we got her out of the power beam, but you know, that's also not good. Magical coma. Well, this would be the point now where we need to go get help. We said originally we would wait to get help until there was larger problems. Getting giant magic blast coma. That's a problem. That's a problem we need to deal with here. Let's get out of here. Many levels down into this old tower. Started the fire, destroyed everything. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Alright. Let's go find some help. We got a very helpful area of the quest, marker, box situation going on. What's going
Hello
on?
again, adventurer. What can I do for you?
Ariane is hurt in the ruins of the old tower.
You are right to come to me. I have experience dealing with that sort of magical coma, so I should be able to bring her round.
I didn't say she was in a coma. I said she was hurt.
Oh, did I slip up? Did I let on that I know more than I should? Almost as if I planned this whole sequence of events, and my plan is so close to completion that I'm becoming careless about what I say.
Dun dun dun. You planned this. Ariane was your apprentice.
She was my apprentice, and she has done exactly what I taught her. She's a born grey wizard. Clever, but naive. I just had to give her an interesting hook, and she'd go wherever her curiosity led her.
And then you wrote that diary.
Oh, my diary. I was wondering where that got to.
Why would you do all this?
For revenge, adventurer. Slow burning. Passed down through generations, dish best served cold revenge. 2 of the ritual participants survived the destruction of the first tower. Perien the Blue and Celavan the Red. Perien founded the second tower and blamed the first tower's destruction on red wizards. Celavan went into hiding and took an apprentice, who in turn took an apprentice, beginning a secret order of elite red wizards. I am the secret heir to the sacred tradition of the Staff of Fire, and today I bring the vengeance of Zamorak against the Wizard's Tower.
Enough talk. Prepare to fight, Red Wizard. I'll beat you to death with this rune pickaxe, I guess, is our current plan.
It's too late for that, adventurer. I have no quarrel with you. Leave now, or be caught up in the tower's destruction.
Yeah, boy. Ariane. Barely contained magic, zapping over the place, flying up into the tower, breaking stuff.
Behold the vengeance of the betrayed souls of the great old tower! Behold the bloody foundation of the new tower, rising to destroy it!
Master, what's going on?
My dear apprentice, you are fulfilling the purpose for which I trained you. Your wide-eyed search for truth has led you exactly where I wanted. Don't worry, you won't have to contain that power for long. The soul fragments will tear you apart, and the explosion will level the tower.
Oh boy. Anybody gonna help, or are we just gonna run around in a panic? Anybody? No?
Adventurer! You have no right to interfere!
Leave him alone!
So, you've learned to channel that energy. Enjoy it while you can. Any moment now, it'll overwhelm you.
Stop talking. I'm trying to concentrate. Adventurer, I think someone wants to talk to you.
Fascinating. If I understand this correctly, I am one of several personality fragments possessing an unwilling host body. I assume this is an effect of Zanmaron's ritual being performed improperly. Temrin the Grey. So you've retained some degree of consciousness? It seems this situation is unstable. Adventurer, I recommend you draw each personality fragment out of the host body before it is overwhelmed. In my case, a cosmic rune should make a suitable receptacle. You will need to type your actions so that the rune being used matches the color in the cycle. It is a pity I cannot observe this phenomenon from an external vantage point. Ah, well.
Gray, cosmic rune. Correct part in the cycle.
Thank you.
Siphoned.
But there are 7 more. It's all I can do to keep them contained. I'll let them speak through me one by one.
My pipe organ! I always dreamed of the tower having an organ. Is this real?
Archmage Perien! You built this tower! Built it on the bodies of the Red Order! Now you'll play a part in its destruction!
Archmage? What are you talking about?
Right now he's just an apprentice. Water rune. Not that one, that's the master one. And away from the entire cycle here. Siphoned. Now, rising up further into the tower. Ascend.
Hey, I think I get this. Adventurer, you need to wait for the right mode, then use an Earth Rune.
Hello, Sland.
Shut up, Slammed! No one even remembers you.
Apparently, he's never had a unique thought in his life.
My power beam, my teleportation anchor. It worked. May, can you see it? It worked.
Master!
What?
The Blue Wizards killed your master and drove you underground, but you founded a secret order to seek vengeance. This is that vengeance. Hold on to that body. Any moment now, you'll destroy the tower. Enemies of the Order must taste the flames of our wrath.
I don't care what some other me did, and I don't want to destroy any tower. Adventurer, you said you could get me out of here. Do it.
Red Master, Blue Master. Siphon. And ascend. Again. All these extra levels of the tower gives us more space to ascend here.
We're hurting someone. I can sense it. If you have a way to get me out of here, please use it.
It's too late for that watery wizard. You disobeyed my master and stepped out of the circle. You destroyed the old tower, and I'll use you to destroy the new one.
Who are you?
I am Aileron the Red, heir to the sacred tradition of the Staff of Fire. I bring the vengeance of Zanmaron and Calavan, whom you betrayed!
Zanmaron and Calavan were my friends, and you are nothing like them, you hateful little man.
I didn't think you were their friends, so, yeah.
Adventurer, get me out of here before I do any more harm.
Alright. Not that one. Siphon.
This power beam. So Calavan's idea worked. I still think a green wizard would have come up with it eventually.
Never! Only Zamorak grants us the creativity to have truly original ideas.
Really? And what original ideas have you had, self-proclaimed Red Wizard? As far as I can tell, you're more interested in destroying other people's. Adventurer, get me out of here.
That's 6. Ascend. 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 To the top of the tower.
I told them, idiots. They deviated from the ritual, and now look what's happened. Disembodied soul fragments, possessing some slip of a girl.
Lord Zanmaron!
Who are you, and why should I care?
I am heir to the sacred tradition of the Staff of Fire. The Blue Wizards betrayed you, but we have worked in secret for 100 years to bring them down!
Worked in secret for 100 years? Self-important tradition of the magic stick? You're no Red Wizard.
But, Master, I'm doing this for you!
I've had enough of this. You, adventurer, get me out of here! I command it!
Fine.
Look at the tower they built. It might not have as broad a foundation as the old one, but it's reached just as high. Such a pity someone would try to destroy it. Pull me out, adventurer. Use the last rune.
There you go.
We're free, but I think I can see a more fitting host for us than these runes, don't you?
No!
So, here we are, false red wizard. Your apprentice contained us for the height of this tower. Let's see how long you do.
Overwhelm me then! Let me explode with the fury of Zamorak! With my death, the tower will fall!
Oh, I don't think so. Let's see where this teleportation angle can take us.
No! Don't! Don't make me teleport!
This is one time I'll let you use demonic knowledge, Zamaron. To the abyss!
No!
To the abyss, my fellow wizards. To the abyss!
To the abyss.
He's gone. I can't believe he was using me like that. He mentored me for 10 years. How could I not have seen it?
Are you okay?
I'm shaken, but I'll recover. If you hadn't been here, though, I couldn't have contained that energy for much longer.
Where did Aileron go?
To the abyss. The soul fragments of the old wizards made him teleport there. He's dead by now, or will soon be. The energy of the soul fragments will destroy him like they nearly destroyed me. He'll explode in the abyss. So the tower is safe.
He's gonna go explode. My goodness. Well, that's what he wanted to happen. Just the wrong person exploding in the wrong place. A pity then, huh? You have to prepare for these kind of things. Willing to make things happen. You gotta be ready to take the consequences. What now?
I think that's it. We found out who released the vortices, and we stopped him. That's what we set out to do.
Okay. You don't seem very happy.
I've just had the soul fragments of 8 powerful wizards inhabiting me. I nearly exploded, and then I found out the man I most trusted had been lying to me for the last 10 years. Please forgive me if I'm not at my most cheerful.
Fine, fine, fine. It was kind of your fault, but not really. We won. But mostly we found out what happened to the old tower. It was nice to have some more lore and history.
Yes, that was interesting. Thanks for helping with that. And we saw the ritual used to create the power beam. I need to write that down before I forget it. It could open up new lines of alternative teleportation research. Adventurer, I want to go away and think about this. But thanks for your help. I hope we can work together again in future.
We will see. Quest complete. 1 quest point. 300 magic XP. 300 runecrafting XP. First tower robes. I'm gonna go with our first tower hat from the previous quest. Access to Archmage Cedrador's personal rune essence chest. Interesting stuff. Let's see these new robes. Well, that's robes. First tower. Okay. We can get these back from the Guardian in the basement if we want them. That's alright. Also don't need all these other bits. Switching to the bottom. Just fragments. She's gonna take care of writing down the ritual and everything, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah. We had a few extra rewards after the quest here. The reward screen did mention the personal rune chest here, containing the Archmage's personal supply of rune essence, which we get access to since we complete the quest. It contains a large amount of pure essence, the amount of which depends on your runecrafting level. And then every level, more gets added. We're currently at 77. There should be a very sizable amount of essence in here. We get it out noted, which is also very helpful, obviously. And then we're gonna get more runecrafting levels for more essence. We've got some plans with that essence. Specifically, the amount we're gonna get at 77, and then having more in storage for much later. So for right now, we're not gonna open this chest. We can also get some other rewards here. We had 99 magic and rune crafting. We get the Archmage title from Cenderdor here. But one thing we actually can do is descend down a level here and go talk to a demon. Hello, demon.
So, you have half mastered the arts of magic and prayer. You interest me.
You there! Stop that! Speaking to the demon is strictly forbidden.
Silence, Guardian. You will not hear nor see this one until I wish it. I have a deal for you to consider, mortal. Give me a single drop of your blood, and I will tell you the secrets of the magical arts. Or vow not to do so, if you are squeamish. Perhaps your gods will reward you.
Give a drop of blood for magic XP. Don't deal with demons for prayer XP. Or decide later. It's an option. Optional. Of the two, they're both level 95. I can get too much more value at a higher prayer level right now. Easily done. Magic might be quicker though. Maybe we'll just take magic XP. You give the demon a tiny drop of your blood. Feel your mind expand with magical knowledge. 10,000 magic XP. That seems like a good idea. Talk again.
Silence, small mortal. You no longer interest me.
Alright. He thinks he's so cool. Just a lesser demon. Anyways. That is all the rune quests and new quests here at the Wizard's Tower. The new Wizard's Tower. The old Wizard's Tower. Very good. Very good. Next up, the final quest of 2012. Next time. Goodbye.